Well, as most of you know, we are taking note of our veteran reporter Jim Swift's impending retirement with what we're calling the Summer of Swift.
The series continues tonight with another of Jim's farewells from the porch, this one from January 15th, 2006.
Funerals are often our way of not just grieving, but celebrating a life well lived. Here and there, though, some families go beyond all that to use funerals, not just to celebrate a life, but to celebrate and preserve their very culture.
I like this picture because it's me. That's me all over, you know. This was in, let me see, I think it was in the 40s. I was young.
Sister Sammy Lee Sutton passed away at the age of 90.
I never will forget what she said when the new year came. Thank God that you let me step over into this year.
My mother, she was my Rosa Parks.
She was a Rosa Parks because things happened to her on the bus that never got printed.
She had groceries. She was tired, and she sat on the front of the bus. That's when we had to sit at the back of the bus. And a man got on the bus and asked the bus driver to make my mother move, but she didn't move. And she said, "I'm not moving, I'm tired."
Sammy Sutton spent more than 50 years living in Austin, but she grew up just down the way in Bastrop County.
My mother, we used to sit in the back room and she used to tell us stories about when she was living in Bastrop, and she and her brother used to stand up in the tree, and when they would have funerals, she and her brother would stand up in the tree and watch the carriage go by, and she loved to hear the trots, you know, of the horses.
I want to go the way I planned.
And then there was the movie.
Especially the 4 white horses and a band playing. No mourning, but proud and high-stepping, like I was going to glory.
It was a movie called Imitation of Life. And it was a movie of a girl that had to give herself a chance to love her mother, and she died, and she was on a horse and buggy.
And so, as the men bore the body of Sister Sutton, you could almost hear the clippity-clop of a horse-drawn hearse.
We're going to have a celebration today. We're going to have a celebration today. And this is more than putting someone in a stretched limousine. This is for the world to see. I mean, you're going to have people stopping. You're going to have people just looking. And my mother is going to be, it's almost like the chariots. I mean, they're driving her through. They're driving her through to heaven. Those horses, I mean, you don't see the wings, but I know there are wings there on those horses.
Art becomes an imitation of life, which in turn becomes an imitation of art.
They're carrying her body in the carriage because this is what she requested, and a long time ago, that's how they used to carry bodies to funerals.
The earth spins, the chariots swing low, and Sister Sutton is bound for glory. Out on the porch, Jim Swift, KXAN, Austin.
Get up now, horse. Walk on. We'll see you next time.
Well, our final farewell from the Porch story for this week will air on Friday night at 6 o'clock, and you can watch them all from our homepage at KXAN.com.